Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well this morning. It is Tuesday. I've already looked at the Kroger ad. I've already looked at the JC ad that starts tomorrow. There are some great deals. There are some great 2-day deals. It is still the buy five or more, save $1 on each item, as well as some digital deals in this event. Now, I would say that the next event after the buy five or more, save $1, you're going to see a huge digital deal. And the reason I say that is because the foreshadowing of it are some of the digitals that are coming out now in this smaller event. But there are some great deals out there to stock up your pantries. The 2-day deals, there's some really good ones. I will go through the Kroger ad review later on this afternoon. Right now we have rain. It's kind of put a damper on a lot of things that I was going to do today, but we got to keep moving, right? So, MAGA, you would make Jesus curse. I swear, I don't understand how MAGA supporters get off thinking that Jesus or God would support the criminal king and his violent criminal regime and the supporters that are causing problems, the bounty hunters. Jesus does not accept racism, violence, sexual deviance. If Jesus came today, ICE, the bounty hunters, would zip strip him and send him to CCOT. Now, with that being said, I have a lot of just violence in me right now with words. I'm a violent word user today. So if you don't want to hear cursing, because it may come out, because I am absolutely fired up this morning. Oh, yeah. That's why I'm out here while the sun is trying to come up through clouds. I am so tired of MAGA Christians who were so in love with Charlie Kirk. He's Brother Kirk. Charlie Kirk was the most racist evangelist of Jesus that I've ever heard in my entire life. Jesus would not accept racism. Jesus does not accept violence. Jesus does not accept having a criminal king lying to his supporters in order to corrupt other people. This country is going into the shithole. And MAGA is causing it to go down the toilet. I mean, I'm just telling you. This message is for MAGA because I am just absolutely over it. You know, you hear about division. Oh, the radical left. Oh, my goodness, the division. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? MAGA is the most divisive cult that has ever had feet in this country. It's just so mind melting to try to decipher the lies in this cult. This is not religious. This is a cult. The Christianity that a lot of MAGA claim to have is a cult to a criminal, is a cult to a very divisive way of life. White Christian nationalists. That is not what this country was founded on. Okay? I mean, it's not. We have witch hunts going on for people who do not agree with MAGA or who speak out. I get threats. People are threatened all over. Judges are threatened. Politicians are threatened. Influencers get threatened. Other channels that don't listen to Donald Trump as a truth teller get threatened. You know, Shapiro's house got set on fire. Now a judge in North Carolina has lost her home Because, and by the way, she was a Trump appointed judge. Now her home is gone. Did you see the footage of it? Pardon me. That's violence. The person who shot Charlie Kirk, he was a confused young man. But he was also a far right wing follower. You know, these young men, they go from gaming and then they get to start watching these other influencers. And I'll tell you, you know, the right definitely has the tech influence going on. But when their influencers are saying, well, blacks are dumb, they're not smart enough, brown people, the immigrants, they're taking from our people, they're taking from our lives, but we're doing it in the name of Jesus. Do you know how sick that is? And you would make Jesus curse. He'd be flipping tables. He'd be flipping, well, he'd probably flip you the bird. I mean, you would make Jesus curse because of the lies, because of the division. You know, it's really kind of ironic because the right holds everyone. Whites like me who enjoy freedom, who enjoy the right to speech, the freedom of speech, that enjoy having a country where people can come in and work and make a living, where people have the opportunity to get jobs that may not have been open to them because of the color of their skin or their culture or their religion or their race. I blame the violence on MAGA. I blame the violence on Donald Trump, Stephen Miller, and all of his regime. Stephen Miller is a nasty little man. He is a nasty little man, and he is our shadow president. Our president is demented. You know, I heard people talk about Joe Biden. Oh, he's just not there. Well, hell, they even thought that he was killed. Whatever. Or dead. Whatever. Donald Trump doesn't know where the hell he is most of the time. When he speaks, he's doing campaign speeches. He's on a loop. The radical right left, people coming from asylums. They weren't coming from asylums. They were coming here for asylum. He doesn't even know the definition of the words that he uses in the proper context. I watched his Oval Office presser yesterday and I was so angry because he is so stupid. He is a stupid man. And you all are stupid for following him. In the name of Jesus, how in the hell can you say that being racist is anything that Jesus would teach? How can you say that dividing this country and trying to make it a white Christian nation is anything that Jesus would teach? Charlie Kirk was a horrible individual. I don't condone his death or his murder, but he was a horrible person. And he also said that we'll just have to accept some gun violence if we're going to have the right to have guns. Well, kind of came onto him, didn't it? Do you understand that when they radicalize these MAGA followers, these young men, it's their fault? Nick Fuentes is who that young man followed. He is the man, the boy, young guy. I think he's just a disgusting little creep. He's just a little creep, a little punk. He is the one who said, your body, my rights. Do you understand that what they're doing to women is wrong? You have sexual pedophiles, sexual assaulters leading the criminal king's regime. He himself is a sexual assaulter, a predator, and a pedophile, because that's why they're not releasing these files. Y'all wanted to know what these files were until you realized Trump is in them. Trump did this. The guy who authored the book said that he saw the pictures of Trump with a stain on his pants, naked little girls laughing at him in his lap, taken by Epstein. Here's the thing. When he said that he could do anything he wanted to women because he was famous, grab them by the pussy, kiss them without asking, because he's rich and he's wealthy and he's a star and he can do whatever he wants to. That's wrong. And yet you voted him in the first time, even though he did that. Screwing a porn star, screwing a Playboy bunny, just a disgusting piece of crap. And a lot of people have died mysteriously who was in that circle. His first wife, Epstein, Epstein's lawyer, the modeling agent who he was dealing with. And there's been more. And Epstein himself, right? He acts like he doesn't know who Ghislaine Maxwell is. Are you freaking kidding me? He's sitting in the Oval Office going, well, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Are you kidding me? He'll have to go talk to the DOJ. Are you kidding me? He knows they moved her. He knows they made a deal with her to try to make it like he wasn't involved. Oh, my goodness. But let's just go to the violence, okay? I am so wound up right now. I am wound up and coffee-fied. These bounty hunters, they have already killed people. They have injured people horribly. They have arrested and detained U.S. citizens. They zip-tied little children and separated them from their family, from their parents. This regime is the most dangerous I've ever seen in this country. Why? Because you are so hell-bent that Jesus would want this to be a white nation? Is that what Jesus taught you? Is that what the red letter words tell you? You fake Christians. You're fake. You're fucking fake Christians. If you want this country to be a white Christian nation and you're willing to hurt, kill, maim, treat people less than humans, you are a fucking fake Christian. You're a fake Christian when you spread the lies and the propaganda that you know are untrue. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. She's a he. I mean, just stupid. And you're stupid for following it. This is a cult. It is not about Jesus. It is not about Christianity. But you know, Christianity has a pretty violent beginning, right? The Romans adopted Christianity to rule the world. And now you all are adopting this MAGA cult Christianity to rule our country. And you know, I'm so tired of people saying, well, if you don't like it, just move. Why should I move? This is my country. I am a patriot to what this country was evolved with, the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence. I am a patriot to this country. You, my friends, are fake fucking Christians. And yes, I'm using foul language. And I told you in the beginning that I may use language because I am so fed up. The fakery. It's fakery. For what? You're hurting your own people. You're hurting yourselves. You voted against your own needs. The percentage of MAGA voters who will be hurt in this craziness is unbelievable. And you still follow him. Even though he will hurt your grandma, your grandpa, your disabled cousin, your aunt. Because she got pregnant and it's in her tubes and the doctors won't help her. And so she'll die. Your niece was raped by her uncle, and she has to carry an ancestral baby because you decided that her life and her mental well-being is not worth anything to you. Women have died. Women will die even more. More people will die. Y'all don't understand what Project 2025 is. MAGA women, you are stupid. You are absolutely stupid to want to lose your rights. To follow a sexual predator, to allow sexual predators to be your role models, to let racism and sexism rule this country. You're stupid. When you lose your rights to vote, you lose your rights as a woman for great education and great jobs. You know, I heard, oh, woke is bad. You know, it's not bad. It's what you need to be. You need to have empathy for others who have struggled. You know, they want to teach that, well, slaves learned really good skills. Charlie Kirk, once again, so racist that he said that black people don't have the mental capacity. What made him so superior? What made him superior? In your eyes, it's because he would talk about Jesus in the Bible? We obviously didn't follow Jesus's words, did he? MAGA, you have caused the biggest divide in this country. You can go back and say, well, Obama caused the divide. Obama bailed your asses out. Obama took a shit economy and made it work. Why do you think that he had 2 terms? The criminal king that we have right now is going to destroy our democracy and our country, and you don't give a shit. And what will it help you in the long run? Is this going to actually help you in the long run, MAGA? No, it's not going to help you in the long run. Cutting us off from trade, that's hurting the farmers. That's hurting our stores, people who have small businesses where they import stuff. You know, I didn't feel angry when Biden was eating ice cream cones. I didn't feel angry when Biden would mess up. But you know what I feel angry about now? Is that this demented old circus monkey who really has no idea what's going on because he's not doing anything except for spending your tax money on stupid shit. To make himself more grand. Where is the $17 trillion? Where is it? He's talking about people hurting. He said that there's $17 trillion that came in. No one can find it. And yet he's building a ballroom. He's made the Rose Garden a club. And he's paying bounty hunters on the streets. And I can tell you that protesters are not paid. You all want to think that. You all want to think that you're the majority, and the people that are protesting this criminal king's regime are paid. The majority of them are peaceful. They're patriots to their country. Unlike MAGA, you are loyalists to a criminal king. You are not a patriot to our country. Oh, I heard how MAGA were patriots. Oh, we're patriots. Apparently you don't know how to read, or you don't know how to define the word patriot, because you certainly aren't. You've caused this fucking mess. And we'll all suffer. And you will suffer too. Hopefully, you'll turn your minds around and realize what the hell he's actually doing to our country and with your tax money that you are so fiscally responsible for. No, Democrats are not going to vote the way the Republicans want to cut health care from people. Yes, the Republicans are stopping the opening and releasing of the Epstein files. They are protecting pedophiles who are probably paying Donald Trump, like Gates, and some of them hire people like Elon Musk is in the files. He's making some money by not releasing the files. You all will have to be judged by your God. And when you're judged by your God for being racists, liars, violent, abusers, then you will know for sure that you made the wrong decision. All right. I think I got most of it off my chest. But I can tell you something. My heart is heavy. And my heart is black towards MAGA. You racist pieces of shit. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I'll be doing the Kroger review in a little bit, once I calm down a little bit. Bye, y'all. Hugs from a distance.